I mean, you know, so you don't have to tell people what color we're wearing.
No.
Because they can actually see it.
Right.
Yay! And you're going to actually see, welcome back, we have more nashi things to go through.
Yes, we do.
And, well, you start because you found these.
Yeah, I found these, of course, on QVC. They're called Free to Eat. And there's 4 different cookie flavors. I'm trying to get them all here so you can see.
They're yeah. Now, there are similar things I was going to say because I feel like I'm saying this as a caveat to anybody in case somebody goes back to a video and says, you tried those already or whatever, you know. Just, it's a caveat that all the cookie brands that do allergy free, all the boxes look similar.
Yeah.
So it is possible that I've done one of these
in another brand.
In another brand, or even this one, because, you know, they'd be at one of the markets that I shop at. So that's a caveat to anybody watching, that I'm acknowledging that. But you know how sometimes your tastes change or your opinion changes or whatever. So even if it's something like that, we're going to... Okay, so you wanted to start with what?
We're going to start with the red velvet and the confetti soft baked.
Okay.
And then we have a savory to split them up.
Right.
So let's do the red velvet first because I think that's our least favorite flavor.
Well, and I'm going to say that I don't even know because, first of all, I have to tell you, you know, obviously it's been a really long time since I've had actual red velvet anything. Right. But I have the... Okay, we've had noise in the background. And I'm not starting this over. You get what you get. The thing is that we, on a previous tasting, tried a red velvet cookie of some kind.
Yeah.
And they didn't taste like red velvet.
No, they did not.
That's the only thing I remember about them.
And as I don't like red velvet, even though it didn't taste like red velvet, I still didn't like it.
Yeah, I mean,
and these are big enough, we're going to break them in half.
Right.
So it's not to waste.
Okay, that texture looks kind of chewy.
Yeah, these are chewy cookies.
They're chewy more than just soft.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's kind of a difference, because let's see if it actually has a chew. Oh, she's starting already.
I'm sorry.
I got a big mouthful of sweet.
That's all I got. And from what I remember red velvet tasting like, it doesn't taste like red velvet.
No, yeah, this is like a big mouthful of unflavored sweet.
Yeah.
And we've talked about that before where, you know, we like sweet things, but it better taste like something other than that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, that flavor's in that one.
Now, did these all come in like a case? Or okay.
Yeah, they came as a case of a variety pack.
Okay.
Okay, so now we will go to...
And that one, I guess we've got...
The one bite.
The one bite, I think so, yes.
Okay, and these are confetti, and I assume they're going to taste like cake.
Like the birthday cake, yeah. Now, they started calling things birthday cake flavor well after I stopped eating
birthday cake.
Right, or anything. So I don't even know if I've already said I don't know. It tastes like birthday cake or
Cookies are slightly smaller than the red velvet.
Yeah.
It's still big enough to share.
Especially if you don't know what you're getting into.
Right. It smells like a sugar cookie.
Yeah. All right. It's another mouthful of sugar, but a different texture.
And I'm tasting a little bit, not... I'm tasting like sugar cookie. Kind of that vanilla-y sugar cookie.
Yeah. But it's interesting because it's just a big mouthful of sweet hits me.
Yeah. It's very sweet.
And it doesn't quite have the chew that that one did. Okay, we're having fun here. Okay, now... This will work as a palate cleanser. I hope it tastes okay.
Me too.
That's another one bite, by the way.
Yeah, let's have some water.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Whoa.
Now, I have more high hopes for the other two flavors of the cookies, but
that doesn't mean anything. Okay. This is Deep River. I found these sweet Maui onion flavored kettle cooked potato chips. Oh, that's cute because we give a chip. One of the things that drew me to this actually is on the ingredient lists. Non-GMO this, non-GMO that. It's non-GMO, yeah. Okay. So that's what drew me to this one. And again, the flavor seems different.
yeah. And a caveat, I've never had a Maui onion before, so I don't know what it's supposed to taste like.
I don't either. I've never had anything called a Maui onion.
Oh, bag opens easy.
Yeah. Okay. Kind of get an onion.
Slight onion smell.
Okay. Okay. Big onion. Something hitting me. Okay, so there's no question that
It's a very sweet onion.
it's a sweet onion, but it's no question that if we're judging some of this on them and it tasting like what they've promised,
It does.
it does.
Yeah.
I can eat the whole thing. Yes.
Yummy.
That's not bad. I don't know that this is my first choice for flavored of a chip, but it's not bad at all.
It's almost too sweet for a chip.
But
But they do deliver on the flavor,
they
definitely.
do definitely deliver on the flavor, and I'm going to say that they're not terrible as far as that. So it's, again, my first flavor choice would be something else.
It might be good dipped in like just some plain sour cream or cream cheese or, you know, vegan
Yeah,
cream
to
cheese.
kind of cut it. But,
Yeah.
But that's interesting to me because it does deliver that flavor.
Yeah.
You know, so that's kind of a 2.5 to 3 for
Yeah.
me because this isn't something we were spitting out.
Yeah.
But no, that one's not terrible. I'm actually surprised considering some of the. Okay.
Okay, we've got two more flavors. We've got oatmeal raisin and chocolate chip. Which one do you think we should go to first?
Well, your favorite's oatmeal, right?
My favorite's the oatmeal.
And my favorite's the chocolate chip. So, I was going to say
Let's do the oatmeal first.
Okay. Yeah, now I'm going to say this because I don't generally like oatmeal cookies unless they were the recipe that I found on the Quaker Oats container because it didn't call for the spices. It was just it was the oatmeal and it had a really nice brown sugar vanilla flavor. And a lot of times there's allspice or something.
They smell really good. It smells like an oatmeal cookie.
Yeah, well, more like the traditional kind I'm not crazy about. That's why I'm saying. That's the caveat for me. Okay. That one looks like it, well, I'm trying to decide.
Chewy.
Okay. No, see, that's got that spice in the oatmeal cookie I don't like. No.
It's not terrible, but it's a little too sweet. That's what I'm getting, just too sweet.
It tastes a little too much like a ginger. You know how I don't like ginger snaps?
Right.
Now, these don't snap, but it's got that flavor. I don't like that. Ugh.
Let's see what's in here.
So, you have to remember that ginger snaps have other spices in them.
I'm trying to see if it has any. It doesn't even say what spice. It doesn't even say spice. Oh, there. Cinnamon.
No.
The last ingredient is cinnamon.
That isn't cinnamon.
Okay, now for the chocolate chip.
Yeah. There's obviously something else in there. That's not cinnamon. So if you like cinnamon, this doesn't taste like cinnamon.
Smells like a chocolate chip cookie.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, you're gonna cry. See, I'm thinking that maybe they're gonna be good because I like chocolate chip.
okay, these are
Chewier.
very.
Oh.
Oh, jeez. Very chewy.
Okay. All right, here we go.
Here we go.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
I don't know.
Definitely not the texture I was hoping for.
No.
The taste is okay. It's still not my favorite.
Something's not right. I mean, it sounds weird, but I've had a lot of vegan chocolate chip cookies,
Yeah.
and gluten-free ones. Something's not right. Something's
Off.
off, and I can't. It's when
Yeah.
I can't put my finger on it.
And like I said, the texture's kind of off-putting.
Yeah, no, texture doesn't bother me so much. It's kind of like eating. I don't want to say a brownie, but there's just the flavor. Something's not.
No, it's yeah. There's something.
It's. I mean, let me put it this way: if it hadn't been for the fact that eventually you hit a piece of that chocolate, if I was blindfolded and somebody fed me a piece of the cookie, I would not be able to identify it. And
It's just sweet.
it's just sweet, and there's some kind of an undertone, but I can't put my finger on it.
Let's see if there's something weird in the ingredients on this one.
Boy, we've had fun. You think cookies, how exciting that would be, but
Well, all of these seem to have grape juice as one of the
sweeteners.
sweeteners. Yeah.
It's not a good match. You know why? Because grape juice has too much flavor
Yeah.
to be a sweetener.
Right.
So we might be getting that kind of interfering with how it's supposed to taste.
Maybe so.
Could be anything. Yeah, grape juice. Yeah, grape juice is really sweet, and when you make the grape juice syrup or whatever you do to use it as a sweetener, the flavor is going to be a little too much.
Yeah.
A lot of times they've used apple or pear juice, which is milder usually.
Yeah. Pear especially.
Yeah. So, I don't know. That was a strange,
Yeah.
that was weird.
And mainly they're just sweet.
Yeah, and again, like with the chocolate chip one or something else, there's an undertone that I wasn't.
It might be the grape juice.
And it might be the grape juice, since I didn't know that ingredient.
Let me see about these two. Because I didn't. Yeah. Oh, this one has beet juice, blueberry. And this is the confetti. No grape juice in this one, but it does have the blueberry and the beet juice.
Now, that's another thing, because those are...
The beet juice is in the sprinkles, though.
Yeah, that's for color.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. There it is, grape juice.
Grape juice. Why?
And this one,
Oh.
beet juice for the color on the red velvet.
Now, that's another... I am all for natural flavors, using food to flavor or color something. Okay?
Grape juice, yeah. They're all
The problem
valid
with
grape
using beet juice to color red velvet, for instance, is that beet juice is another one of those things with a lot of flavor to it.
Yeah.
And, I'm saying, I get it.
But it's not a sweet flavor like grape juice. It's more of a
Earthy
taste, yeah.
But the point is, it has a very strong flavor.
Yes, they do. Beets are, very strong.
Yeah. So to say, here, we're going to use this to color I get it, but you have to remember that in doing so, you are adding flavor.
Yes.
And maybe they don't quite get that. And I don't know.
Or they just use too much.
Or they use too much, or my palate's a little more sensitive.
Well,
I don't know.
obviously with the red velvet, they've used quite a bit to get
Obviously,
the color.
yeah. You can see that.
You can see
yeah.
the beet color.
And I get it. And I, again, am all for that, but I would when it comes to red velvet, maybe that's something for a survey among people. Are you looking for it to really be red, or are you looking for that quote-unquote red velvet flavor? You know what I'm saying?
But what is the red velvet flavor? Yes, they put some cocoa powder in it.
Right.
But it's not enough to really taste like chocolate.
Well, I know. But,
so,
but I'm saying if you've got somebody out there who loves red velvet cake, that wouldn't be us.
No.
Okay. So if you've got people out there who love red velvet cake who understand maybe what the flavor is supposed to be, or you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Maybe they could weigh in on that.
But of course, most red velvet cake nowadays is made with so much red food coloring. That's all you're going to taste is red food coloring.
And that's a problem too. So again, it's the same kind of thing. What is it you excuse me, if you're a red velvet cake, I don't want to say connoisseur, but if you're somebody who that's your thing.
Yeah.
You love it. What is the flavor you are after?
Yeah.
Nobody is going to say, I'm after that food coloring flavor. Nobody.
No.
There's obviously something else you're after.
I think the original red velvet cake, the combination of the little bit of cocoa powder and either buttermilk or vinegar caused the color.
Yeah.
It interacted and made the red color.
Right.
So you really weren't getting a chocolate flavor.
Yeah, and the thing...
But I think that was the thing, is buttermilk or vinegar with the little bit of cocoa powder.
Yeah, and see, the thing is with it is that I don't know the history. My assumption would be when, if there was a situation where you were trying to stretch cocoa.
Probably.
And you want to make something. But obviously, if it had been a terrible tasting something or other, nobody would have continued doing it.
Right.
So somebody liked it for whatever flavor it offered.
Right.
And I guarantee that wasn't the coloring. And even with this, I get it. So maybe somebody needs to experiment with it a little more. Someone who's more of I don't want to say a food chemist, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, a food chemist.
Yeah. So that has been interesting. I can't even say that I had a favorite out of those, or even they're all kind of on the same
sweet
level, on the same missing.
Yeah.
Whatever makes something that flavor, it's missing something.
Yeah. Now, for me, I would say out of the four, the oatmeal was the best.
Yeah.
And not that oatmeal cookies are my favorite, but to me, it had the closest flavor to a true, what I call, oatmeal raisin cookie.
Yeah, to me, it reminded me of the Little Debbie cream pies, which I hate. I mean, everybody likes those oatmeal cream pies.
I do.
I hate them. I'm sorry. Just an opinion.
Yeah.
And so, certainly if that tastes like that, wow, interesting. So, my favorite thing today was the chips.
Yeah, the chips were good. Like I said, maybe dipped in some sour cream or vegan sour cream to cut the sweetness a little bit.
Yeah. But yeah, definitely it delivered on the flavor anyway, and it wasn't something...
Definitely.
Yeah.
I don't think we've had a chip recently that really delivered on the flavor that much.
Right, definitely. So, I don't know where you get, Deep River. I think you can find it. No, I found it at Fresh Time Market. So, if anybody wants to try that. These, she found at QVC, so that's where you can find those. And we'll see what we keep finding, and when we find stuff, you'll hear from us.
That's right.
So, keep noshing.